Welcome to the Sharon Cliff podcast. This show is for women in midlife who want to optimize their energy, instill a positive mindset, and live a life of their dreams. If your priority right now is to rediscover you, find more energy, reconnect with yourself, do more of what you love, and have more fun, I am here to guide you through your journey to make it your reality. This podcast celebrates women in midlife. Join me and my guests as we redefine what it means to be in midlife by exploring topics that are important to women at midlife. We aren't over the hill, we're just getting started. It's your time to shine. Welcome to this week's episode of the Sharon Cliff podcast. And I want to start with the statement. There is more to midlife than menopause. Let me say that again. There is more to midlife than just menopause. I really got thrown into midlife. I was just going along with my life. You know, everything's planned out for you pretty much. You know, your parents are planning what you're doing when you're a child. When you're a teenager, you've got teachers planning what you're doing. You know, then you've got friends planning what you're doing. Then you get a partner, you're planning together what you're doing. And then, you know, you have kids and you're always planning things for everyone else. And then all of a sudden, you get to midlife and there's no plan. And I like a plan. And so I was sitting there at 47, so, you know, last year, at the end of last year, and at the start of this year. And I just went, there's no plan. I've always got a plan. And I just felt really stuck in the middle, stuck in midlife. What the hell am I supposed to do now? You know, my path has changed. My kids have all got their licenses. One's moved out. They've all got jobs. They've got friends. They've got their own life. They've got their own plans. They were no longer little coloured blocks in my diary. I had all this free time. But I wasn't creating my time. And so, yeah, I was thinking, you know, what am I supposed to do now? My path's changed. What I was doing didn't light me up. I was really craving for more. And when you sit there and think about midlife, you know, your plans change. Our relationships change. And I don't know about you, how you're feeling about midlife, but I just felt stuck. I felt lost. I didn't feel I had energy, didn't feel sexy. Wasn't really worried about aging because age is it's only a number. It's how you feel, and it's how you show up, and it's how you renew your energy that matters. And I started to look at other women in midlife, you know, following them on Instagram, looking at my friends, and I just really craved something, and there was just nothing out there. Everything I Googled, everything I searched for in Facebook groups on Instagram was all about menopause. Or God forbid, it was all about midlife crisis, you know, going and buying their fancy fast car and going on a crazy European holiday, or, you know, breaking up with your partner, or going and spending, you know, 6 weeks in the middle of India on some, you know, no talking group retreat. And I just thought, like, if life is a book, I'm halfway through this book, and I really want to create the next chapter. I want this next chapter to be my best chapter. And I really started to question everything about, you know, who I was, what I wanted, and what was important to me. So I sort of went on this little journey of self-discovery, you know, over the last 12 months. And I'm 48 now, so I'm smack bang in midlife. And I just started to use, you know, the tools and the strategies that I learned through business and in life. And I've come through the other side. And I've realized, you know what? I'm 48. I'm still sexy. I'm vibrant. I'm fun. I'm going to stay this way for more years to come. My values are still important to me. They've just shifted. And midlife is certainly not a crisis. In fact, it's quite the opposite. And I'm really going against society here by saying that midlife is more than menopause, because that's just one little piece of the cake. And you can have your cake and eat it too. And this is not a crisis. This is really the opportunity to look internally and say, who am I? Who do I want to be? And what do I want to do? What do I want from my life? And you can be whoever you want at any age. You just need to really know what you want. And you just need to be confident. And society talks a lot about, aging and, what kind of creams you need to use and what diet and what bizarre vitamin mix that you need to mix together and all the weird things you should be eating and, weird fads and fasting and, dyeing your hair. Yes, I do dye my hair, but it's because I've always done that. I haven't changed because of midlife. I've always dyed my hair since I was 16. But, I'm not going to be going and getting Botox. I don't need Botox to be able to feel like me, to be able to be confident in who I am. Some of my friends get it. If that makes them confident, makes them feel happier, and it makes them feel more like them, absolutely do it. But I want to make a stand against midlife being a bad thing. And when I hear midlife, it's, the menopause, and it's, the midlife crisis, and then it's retirement. There is a whole gap in between that, and it's called midlife. And you've got heaps of chapters in there, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, retire to your 70, 65, 70, whatever. But that's a good 10, 20, 30 years. So this isn't the end of your life. This isn't sitting there and accepting what your life is now, because there's more to your life than what is there now. There is so much opportunity there for you in midlife. You've got knowledge, you've got experience, you've got values, you have got so much to offer. And it doesn't mean that you need to change jobs. You just need to be reinvigorated to give you energy and to give you that spark back in the job you've got. Or, if you are looking for a career change, then look for something that you're going to love for the next 10, 20, 30 years. It doesn't mean you need to go and leave your partner. Just reignite that spark, communicate, build a better relationship. Doesn't mean you need to go and ditch all your friends. You just might need to let go of some friends and to go and develop some new relationships. It doesn't mean that you're totally out of your kids' lives. You just need to make the time. You need to make the phone call, send the text. You need to book in family dinner night. You need to plan for those special occasions. You're still in their life, just not so much. And when I started to look at other women around me and started to have conversations with other women, I found that they were going through the same stuff that I was going through. They were feeling the same things. They were feeling disconnected from themselves. They were questioning their worth and wondering, is this all there is? Now, a lot of people don't talk about this. As I said, we talk about menopause, we talk about the midlife crisis, we talk about retirement. We don't actually talk about what we want to create as part of our midlife. So I've had some conversations this week with my fellow midlife women, and we've all said the same thing. There's no book on what to do in midlife. There is no discussions around friendships, because we find that friends that we had, we might have changed. We might have changed on who we are. We might have outgrown those friends. And I see so many women saying, I'm at midlife and I've got one or two friends, or I have no friends. And I don't want us to feel lonely. I want us to come together and support each other and be there for each other, to laugh, to cry, and I see so many women talking about, they've raised their kids and now they've come through that, but now they're having to, help their parents and look after parents. No one mentions that about midlife. They don't mention, looking after aging parents and looking after kids. You've got two hats there. And a lot of women that I spoke to said, they felt that because of, the Instagram life out there, or the Insta life versus reality, they felt that they had to, go and dye their hair. And there's a massive revolt on that now for Instagram, all the grey nomads out there and all the women saying, no, I'm not going to colour my hair. And I'm not saying don't colour your hair, because I do colour my hair, because that's just me. That's who I am. But there is so many women stands up and saying, no, midlife is amazing. We don't have to accept the life that we live in right now. If we're not happy and it's not lighting us up, then don't accept that. Change it. Go and create the life that you love, that you will love, that you wake up every morning excited and energized to start the day, knowing that you're impacting the world, that you've got something to contribute. Because it doesn't matter what age, whether you're 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So many amazing people didn't start their journeys or their careers or their successful businesses until they were 40, 50, 60, 70. And so I really want to be able to share the tools and strategies that I've used to come through this journey out the other side, to have energy, to have fun, to feel sexy, to start to build great relationships. I had a dream board, and on that I had a house by the beach. I've got that now. This is it. This is my dream home by the beach. I wanted to make sure that I have freedom in what I do for work. I could work from anywhere. I could go away if I wanted to. I could go and do something with friends, or I could work all weekend because I was passionate and I loved what I do. I've got that. I wanted to have, quarterly holidays with my husband. We've got that. Annual holidays with my kids. Holidays with my mum. Every single thing that was on my vision board wasn't happening for me. The minute I burnt that vision board and started to actually go deep and work out what I actually wanted, and it wasn't all material things, it was how I wanted to feel, how I wanted to look, how I wanted to show up, how I wanted to dress, who I wanted to hang around with, who I wanted to work with, where I wanted to live, what kind of house I wanted to live in, what kind of car I wanted to drive. Once I actually started to decide what I wanted and then worked out, okay, this is what I want and this is what action I'm going to take to get that. I had the mindset, I had the confidence, I had the tools and strategies to go out there and actually live that dream life. Burn the vision board down, because the vision board is, a piece of paper on your wall, or it's a piece of paper on your fridge, or it's a photo on your phone. That's all it's ever going to be. It's never actually going to be your real reality. I'm living my dream life. It's not perfect, and I wouldn't want it to be. And so I had a conversation this week with an amazing woman, Kelly, from Clean Life Nutrition, and we were just saying the same thing. There's more to life than menopause. We're not at retirement age. We're looking after parents. We're sort of stepping away from looking after kids. We feel that, relationships have changed, friendships have changed, our focus has changed, our energy shifted. What we used to be able to eat, we can't eat now. It's really important to exercise. And we're not talking about going to an F45 classes. We're talking about just moving our body, stretching our body, things like Pilates. There is so many different parts of this midlife journey, so many pieces of the cake, if you like, or so many different chapters in the book that make up who we are. So Kelly and I have decided to come together in a collaboration so that we can help women in midlife live their best chapter yet, to be really happy, to be healthy, to be vibrant, and to have fun, and to wake up every day with purpose, just going, hell yeah, this is me and this is my life. So we have put together a 6-week group mentoring program. It is called Radiant Renewal. This is all about you radiating and just renewing who you are and what you want. It is a program that is going to start on the 8th of January 2024. Now, you can do this from anywhere in the world because it is online. It is 1 hour per week, and the replays and all the materials, all the resources from the program will be available for you for life. You can go back and watch the replays as much as you like. We're going to have a bonus at the end with a Q&A to go through and ask any questions, get any support, and to work through anything that you still need to work on. Now, as I said, Kelly and myself have been working on this. She's nutritionist, and obviously I am a midlife mindset mentor. And I want to just quickly go through what the program is. It is now live on sharoncliffe.com.au/radiant. But I really just wanted to quickly delve into what the program is. So it is basically for women in midlife that are feeling lost and disconnected and really want to do something for you. And as I said, I understand, Kelly understands, we're at the same point in our lives. And, you know, as I said, I couldn't find anything trying to navigate this period of my life. Everything I Googled was rubbish about midlife being a crisis or a million pages on menopause. And I really want to help you write your best chapter yet. So my mission is to help you to discover a new purpose, embrace change, and find fulfillment in this amazing phase of your life. So the program, as I said, is 6 weeks. It will start on the 8th of January and run for 6 weeks. So how it works, week 1 is all around self-reflection. So this is looking at you as the compass that guides you on your journey of personal growth. We delve through the depths of your inner world, assessing various facets of your life. So we look at what brings you joy, what drains your energy, and we look at the different dimensions along the way to actually get you focused and energized. Week 2, we recalibrate. So that's where we go deep into who you are, what you want to be, how you want to feel, and we really make happiness your daily companion. We say hello to energized mornings, fulfilled days, and joy-filled nights. So sexy ladies. Week 3 is about reconnecting. So really connecting with who you want to be. We also reignite that spark within, because you may have lost that along the way. And we look at some tools and strategies to actually learn to love yourself. And we all know that once you love yourself, it's easier for you to love others, which is a beautiful thing. Week 4 is where Kelly comes in. She's going to work with you on nourishing your body. So it's a wellness session to nourish your body with wholesome goodness, no quick diets, no million things to eat, you know, no fasting, all that sort of crazy stuff. It's just really fun, simple tools and strategies and recipes that you can work into your day and just really invigorate your energy levels. So that is week 4 with Kelly. Week 5, we are going to have a movement expert come in. Now, we're not announcing who that is just yet, but we're going to have a talk about mindfulness and how when you couple that with movement, it really is a dynamic synergy to not foster just your physical well-being, but also the alignment of mind, body, and spirit. So it's all around keeping active, moving your body, and as I said, not doing F45 classes, but doing gentle movements, doing stretching to keep you agile, active, and happy. And then week 6, it's all about your next chapter. So not settling for life in the middle, living this chapter with confidence and purpose. And this is really where we bring everything that we've learned over the last 6 weeks together, and we create your midlife mantra. This is everything that you're going to live by, everything that when time gets tough, you're going to go back to this mantra and work out, is this for me? Is it a yes or a no? Whenever there's decisions to be made, it's looking at this mantra. And it really is all about embracing the next chapter of midlife and with unwavering confidence and also purpose. So it really is time for a radiant renewal. Now, we have also dropped in a bonus week, which is a Q&A where you can ask us 3 experts anything you like. So if you want to know more, I will drop the link into the show notes, and come and play with us. It's the Radiant Renewal. It starts on the 8th of January, and as I said, it's lifetime access. So if you're not live, you can watch the replays, and it's a really great program to be able to make midlife radiant and to also have a community of women around you that are going through the same thing, that understand that can offer support, that, can offer encouragement as well, and can also talk about their experiences. Because what I've found lately is that talking to other women in midlife and finding out about what their experiences are, how they're feeling, how they've moved through things, what opportunities are there for them, what obstacles are they facing. When women come together, it's really powerful, and it's really beautiful to see, that transformation journey. So I do invite you to come and join us for Radiant Renewal. And if you want to know more, reach out to me on my social media channels. Until next week, that's it from me. Before you press stop, thanks for listening to today's episode. And if you enjoyed this episode, do the 3 S's. Subscribe so you never miss an episode each Thursday. Shout out to your community so they can be inspired and empowered. And share with me your aha moments and your takeaways. By doing this, it helps this podcast to inspire and impact more women globally so they can have a fulfilling life and business. I would love for you to connect with me on Instagram, The Sharon Cliff. And if you want to know more about me or how you can work with me, head to my website, sharoncliff.com.au. See you next time.